I still remember the first time I saw it. A soft red stain on the collar of his white dress shirt. At first, I thought maybe it was ketchup or a smudge from our daughter's marker. But deep down, my heart knew it wasn't. I stood there in the laundry room, holding that shirt like it was evidence from a crime scene. I felt my knees weaken, my breath grow shallow. After 20 years of marriage, I thought I knew my husband, his habits, his scent. Even the way he folded his sleeves before dinner. But that day, I realized there were things I didn't know, or maybe things I didn't want to see. His name is Mark. My name's Julia. We live in a quiet Ohio suburb with a small backyard where the seasons change, but life usually doesn't. For years, I believed our love was unshakable. But that one red mark, that tiny, silent whisper of betrayal, changed everything. Still, I didn't scream. I didn't accuse. I just smiled when he came home that evening, kissed his cheek, and said softly, "Dinner's at 7. Don't be late." Because I had a plan. And it started with an invitation. Mark and I had been college sweethearts, two broke dreamers building a life from scratch. We'd made it through struggles, sleepless nights, and two wonderful kids. We weren't perfect, but we were real. Lately, though, he'd grown distant. More business trips, more late nights, more silence at the dinner table. When I found that lipstick, I felt something break quietly inside me. Not anger, just sadness. That slow, heavy kind that settles in your bones. So I decided, if there was truth hiding behind his eyes, I wanted to see it clearly. And maybe I wanted him to see it too. That night, I called his office. A young voice answered, cheerful, bright, familiar. Her name was Emily, his new assistant. The same one I'd met once at a company picnic. Beautiful, blonde, confident. And suddenly, that lipstick shade had a name. I invited her to dinner. "Mark, why don't you bring your assistant over?" I said with a warm smile. He looked startled. "Really?" "Of course," I said. "It's good to know who you work with." He agreed. Too quickly. I cooked his favorite meal. Roast chicken, garlic butter, mashed potatoes, and my signature lemon pie. The house smelled like comfort and memories. But beneath it all, there was tension in the air. Thick, unspoken, electric. When Emily arrived, she was polite, charming, and completely unaware. She brought a bottle of wine and said, "Thank you, Mrs. Dawson." I smiled. "Please, call me Julia." Mark barely touched his food. He kept glancing between us, like a man waiting for an earthquake. Halfway through dinner, I looked at Emily and said softly, "You know, I found lipstick on Mark's shirt the other day. It looked a lot like yours." The room froze. Emily's smile faded. Mark's fork clattered. I don't know what you mean," she whispered, but tears welled in her eyes before she could finish. Mark murmured, "Julia, please." I raised my hand gently. "It's okay. I'm not angry. I just wanted honesty to have a seat at this table too." Emily broke down. "I'm sorry," she said. "It wasn't supposed to happen." I nodded, calm and quiet, then stood, cleared the plates, and said softly, "I'll bring dessert. It's a shame to let a good pie go to waste." Emily left soon after, her mascara smudged, her steps shaky. Mark sat there, silent, ashamed. "I wanted to tell you," he said finally. "It just happened once. I don't even know why." I looked at him. It's not about once, Mark. It's about the kind of man you became when you thought I wouldn't notice. He said nothing, and for the first time in years, neither did I. He moved into the guest room. Days turned into weeks of silence. Until one evening, he stood in the doorway and said, "I told her it's over. I want to fix this." I didn't look up from my tea. "Then start by fixing yourself." 2 years have passed. We're still together, but changed. We go to counseling, we take walks, we talk again. Trust doesn't rebuild in a day, but sometimes love grows deeper in the cracks left by heartbreak. I've learned that forgiveness isn't about saying it's okay. It's about whispering, "I choose peace over pain." Mark still tells me he doesn't deserve me. Maybe he doesn't, but we both learned something priceless. Love isn't proven in the easy years. It's proven in the ones that almost break you. If I could go back, I'd still invite her. Because that dinner didn't destroy us. It showed us who we really were. Sometimes, truth doesn't end a story. It just begins a more honest one. If this story touched your heart, take a deep breath and share your thoughts below. Would you have done what Julia did? Invited the truth to your table, no matter how painful? Tell me in the comments. Would you rather know the truth or keep the peace? If this story made you feel something, like, comment, and subscribe for more quiet moments of reflection and real-life emotion. Because sometimes, the stories that break us a little are the ones that heal us the most.